What's up, y'all? See, I'm gonna be right back. Right back. All right, so this ain't the actual pod and shit. I'm just trying to get some ideas on what I should do and shit. Oh well. I know I want to interview some people, and I know I want to get up on her and tell some stories and talk shit and stuff like that. But I ain't even got a whole concise thing, man. To be honest, I don't even know what I'm gonna name this bitch. I had a name, but that shit was kind of all bad, man. Anybody who know me personally knows the name, but I ain't finna say that shit here. Hey, Shatoya. What's good, David? What's the word? Yeah, man. I did some dumbass shit. So, I had to run that shit back turbo. But this ain't the actual podcast or whatnot. I'm just looking for suggestions and shit, man. There's gonna be a lot more put together than this. Went to the store, made my little chips. I'm finna make my little hood chips. You had a good life if you don't know about this shit. Put all these bitches in the bag. Shake them up. I got my hookah going. Man, this shit weird as hell talking to myself. I definitely gotta get used to this before I start doing this shit for real. So I see people watching. Ain't nobody got no questions for me or any ideas or what I should talk about or anything like that. I kind of want to... Oh, shit. That's what happens when you drink before you pod. 5-second rule on God. I kind of want to get this right before I do this shit officially and fucking really start podding and shit, but I'm gonna most likely do it on YouTube instead of doing it here. What's the basic behind your podcast? You know what? Shit. I got a lot of funny ass stories that I be telling with my partners and shit. And I got a lot of serious stories too, so I want to expound on that, but I also want to get like on other people's stories and shit. And, you know, just talk about life and shit like that. I'm cursing entirely too much. Let me calm down on that. But yeah, like I mean nothing like super big or anything like that. This is my little chill room I be in when I come from work and shit. So I thought it'd be cool to sit here and interview some people I know, hang with some people, and talk about some of these conversations that niggas be having off camera, on camera, and whatnot. But yeah, that's about it. Still trying to figure out a name. What's up, Suge? I see you on this bitch. I'm doing this on my phone now, but I'm gonna be doing this motherfucker on the camera when I actually do it. Okay, my introduction. My introduction is my name is Byron. Everybody calls me Throwback for the most part because I love throwback jerseys and Michelin Ness attire. If I'm not at work, I'm mainly wearing sports attire and shit like that. I don't really want to get into my story so much because I want to be a little bit more comfortable with this, and I think that I got a lot of elements of my story that I want to tell as I talk to people and I heard their stories. I swear this shit is weird. And I ain't gonna be on camera eating and doing all this shit either when I actually do it. I'm just doing this now because I just woke up. I work nights. So this is breakfast. Breakfast of champions. We got motherfucking Boosie chips. I don't care what anybody say. I feel like these motherfuckers go harder than Red Hot Riblets to me. No argument. At least not with me. I got the little Romeos. If y'all fuck with the little Romeos. And they ain't had no white cheddar popcorn at the spot I went to, so I got the old Vanina movie butter shit. All in this bag. So this motherfucker kind of dry right now. But what y'all up to? Spending y'all motherfucking Saturday watching my lame ass. I need ideas, and who are you, Diamond Spence? Thanks for the question, I appreciate it. Yeah. So right now I'm finna just chill. What is this nigga doing? Oh shit. I do music here and there. I like artsy shit. I like fashion. I don't really watch a lot of TV. I like long walks in the park, intellectual conversation, that type, and people who don't steal my shit. Nah, I'm playing. Man, but I ain't on nothing today. I just need some ideas. Nigga need ideas. I'm finna start calling some of y'all. Don't nobody want to talk to me on here so far, so I'm gonna bring y'all on directly. Watch you ignore my shit. I ain't even gonna hold you though. I'm trying not to be super ghetto on this thing because I be watching people lives, and I be hella deleting people who be doing fuck shit. I was on this mother one time. I seen somebody in the shower on live, man. Like being a father of daughters. Man, I can never understand. I wouldn't want my kid to be out there doing some shit like that, man. This world is so crazy. Everything's so desensitized. And I don't mean to sound like an old head, but man, I just didn't grow up in that shit. What made me want to do this? Just something to do. People always say that I'm a cool person to talk to. People call me all the time and have a lot of conversations with me, which would not be on this, because I know people be having their own private stuff, but I know it'd be a lot of stuff that people be wanting to talk about public. I think I'm a pretty decent person and a good listener. My bad, I lost my train of thought. I got a notepad somewhere too that I was writing out ideas for, but I thought it'd just be like decent just to hear people's stories. Like I be at work listening to a lot of podcasts and stuff, and I just be like, I can do that. So I'd be like, what the hell? I'm gonna try my hand at it. Then like niggas be having the funniest conversations behind closed doors, not about nothing that like people can't talk about in public. But I be like wondering if people really be having these dumb conversations that we be having, me and my partners and whatnot. And I thought that'd be cool too. I'm really just trying to keep my mind busy. I don't know what the next step is, but this is preparing me for something greater. What's up, Chuck? Uh, yeah, but I'm just trying to figure it out on the way. Behind closed doors. That sounds kind of sketch. I don't know about that, man. I gotta put a big old pause on the back of that. Yeah, I don't know about behind closed doors. Thanks for the ideas, but yeah, big pause, big pause. Ah, shit. Don't eat and do this shit at the same time. So, check this. I literally started hooping last month. Man, so before last month, I had did it one time, and that was like in 2009, before anybody was hip to that shit. I did it with my big bro, who had been in Cali for like 20 years. So he was like all Calified or whatnot, but we had went out and did it. I ain't pay no attention to it because I don't really smoke. I hate cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Like I kill some edibles, but so I had hung out with somebody, and like me and the person didn't really work out. I got a big ass story about that shit, but I'm saving that. But I enjoy going hookah. Man, no, I'm not even talking right. We went hookah and I enjoyed it. So, man, what's this nigga saying? Ah, tell the people what made you want to become vegetarian. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So I went out with this chick, and we went hookahing, and I actually liked it. So chick was low key nuts, but I went out with her again because I wanted to go hookah, and I was like, man, like I can't do this by myself, not as no dude. Like, man, like what I look like going to a hookah bar alone. So, long story short, because I'm not telling that story on here, not yet. I'm saving that story. We went out again. It was all bad. The whole situation had happened and whatnot. Lord, I'm saving this. This is the funniest shit in the world, though. But the situation ended so badly. The night was so crazy that I was like, you know what? I'm finna buy a set of hookahs. I got two of these right here. I'm finna buy a set of hookahs, and I'm just finna have this shit for the crib. So then after I got the hookahs, I still don't like doing this alone. I guess technically I'm doing it alone right now, but I'm doing it with y'all. I was like, man, it'd be dope just to sit here, you know what I'm saying, and smoke and have a podcast. Like, you got Drink Champs where niggas be on that mud drinking and stuff like that. Be smoking weed on there too and whatnot. And Mike Tyson got like the hot box one where they be smoking and talking. And I was like, man, that'd be kind of dope just to sit in a comfortable environment and just talk shit. Like, I don't want it to be too much of an interview, you know what I'm saying, but just a conversation. Like, you go over your people's house and you be like, hey, check, this happened, woo-de-woo-de-woo, blah, blah, blah. Or, man, you know, I come from this or blah, blah, blah. But just, man, I was like, yeah. After what had happened, I went on Amazon and ordered these motherfuckers and was like, man, I'm never doing that shit again. And I just been chilling in the house. I cannot chew and do this at the same time. So, okay. What made me decide to become vegetarian? Anybody that know me know that chicken is my favorite food all the time. Like, my mama, man, like, she made chicken everything growing up. It's my mom's favorite food, too. So, naturally you eat whatever your parents, what I'm saying, cook for you. And my mom always cooked what she liked. She was rocking with the chicken. So I grew up loving chicken, any type of chicken. Fried chicken is my favorite food, man. Even though I'm a vegetarian now, I love the smell of fried chicken. Man, I can sit in the motherfucking KFC and just sniff the air. I love fried chicken so much, but I don't eat it. I've been a vegetarian for like 4 years. Let me see. So I've been a vegetarian for like 4 years. So this is like my meat history. Pause. Big pause. My parents are 7-day Adventists, which means they go to who is that? Hey Nikki, what's up? What's poppin'? So yeah, my parents are 7-day Adventists, which, like, in a long story short, they Christians, but 7-day Adventists believe that the Sabbath is on Saturday. So they go to church on Saturday instead of Sunday. And part of the things in this religious belief is they go to church on Sunday. They go to church on Saturdays instead of Sundays. Because the way our calendar is set up, Sunday is actually the first day, and Saturday is the 7th day. But I don't even want to get into all that because I'm more of a spiritual person than a religious person, and the Romans made the calendar anyway, so who's to say what's what? Dang, who is this? Y'all, okay, y'all popping up. What is you eating out of a black bag? Okay, so I'm going to run this back for you, Nikki. I got my little Romeo wrap snacks. I got my little Boosies, the hot chips. I was just saying, man, these mugs go harder than the Red Hot Ribblers to me. I know I'm so St. Louis, man, but I'd rather rock with those. But I got the old Vienna movie butter popcorn. Anybody know how this hit? You buy all this shit. You mix it in the black bag. You got that bit from. You know what I'm saying? And it goes down. And I'm doing this for my phone right now, not the camera, so excuse me if I keep on getting up because I got to read what y'all talking about. But, okay, so my parents don't eat pork. I grew up in a non-pork eating household because of religious reasons, which is good, man, because pork ain't good. Hey, the Migos do go hard, man. I swear to God, man. Oh, shit. So I grew up in a non-pork eating household. My parents didn't eat pork. We had turkey bacon, you know what I'm saying? Turkey sausage, all of that. Beef hot dogs. With them beef ballpark franks, when I did eat meat, them motherfuckers go. I remember eating the whole pack of them bitches at one time, and I'm talking about the family pack, not the small one. But okay. So I grew up not eating pork because of my parents, and I ain't never really been one to like steak. So as an adult, man, I didn't eat steak. Making sure the only beef I ate for real was ground beef, like corn asada or some shit like that. But I never really ate steak because, excuse me, that shit was just heavy on my stomach. It make you sluggish after you eat it. It takes forever for it to digest. It just slow down everything, man. And I always been like a mover and shaker. I think this probably the longest I ever sit down. That's because of nigga getting old and shit. But so I never really ate beef except for hamburgers. Hamburgers is some bullshit too. I used to work in the meat department. My first job I ever had was at Snooks working in the meat department. And I'ma tell y'all niggas, I worked at the one in Cool Valley, the Snooks in Cool Valley, man. And them niggas, man, they used to take the old ground beef only supposed to last for like 2 days as far as the expiration date. If you're not taking it home in 2 days, you're supposed to freeze that shit because when they break it up like that, you know what I'm saying, it do something, it let the air in and everything, but I don't know the scientific term for it, but man, that shit only lasts like 2 days. But man, these cats in the meat department, I'm talking about the old heads that been there for like 30 years and shit, they would sit there and take the old ground beef and mix it with the new ground beef. And it's a gang of stories I can tell y'all niggas from working in the meat department, man. It's probably some old ass white dude. Not that I got any issues with white people. It's probably some old ass white man who fucking smoking a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Packaging up your meat, dropping ashes on your shit, and you don't even fucking know it. And that's how they make their living. Giving y'all niggas bullshit ass meat, and the managers be doing that shit. Because they don't want to throw that shit out, so they be repurposing that shit and regrinding it with new meat to make it look like that shit, the new meat. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this, it be all type of dyes in that meat and stuff, like the ground beef y'all see. It come in a tube and they put it in the grinder. But I ain't gonna get on that shit either. Let me see what's going on. So growing up, not eating pork. And growing up, having my first job in the meat department and seeing how the meat department worked, I was already sketch on meat. So like 4 years ago, a nigga came up on a documentary called What the Hell. And I know a lot of people who I told about this documentary probably tried to watch it and didn't feel it. And it's some crazy stuff. But, okay, so I keep on going off topic because I'm obviously not good at this. This is my first time doing this. But, like, people got to be ready for information. You can tell a motherfucker all the right shit, all you want, you know what I'm saying? But if they not ready to receive that shit, it don't mean nothing at all. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, the old heads probably told your ass, you know what I'm saying, you was out doing some fuck shit like, hey, look, youngin', man, don't be doing this, don't be doing that. And you be like, man, this whole old head nigga don't know nothing. Or this, even my parents don't know nothing. I'm out here, I'm being careful, I know what to do, you know what I'm saying? But then when you get in the situations, you be like, damn, man, I should listen to my OG. Like, they was telling me what was real, you know what I'm saying? So, this ain't no commercial for being vegetarian or vegan or no shit like that. People just, you know what I'm saying, ready to receive information when they ready to receive information. Just like niggas be like born-again Christians or jailhouse Muslims, just to stereotype a few. And be trying to push that information on everybody else. Like, I don't feel that shit. Like, you can't give information to somebody, you know what I'm saying, raw, uncut, if they not ready to hear it. The only way you can do it is to sprinkle a little sugar in with the medicine. Documentary on God, man. Hey, Netflix be making niggas woke like one movie at a time. I ain't seen the King Corn documentary, but I do know that corn is an insoluble fiber, and that's like when you shit out corn, why you like or like tomatoes and shit. When it come out, you still see the corn because your body don't actually digest it. It can't break the fiber down because it's insoluble. And like they be feeding like dogs, you know what I'm saying, corn, like cheap dog food got corn in it because basically it's like a filler. And it make your dog or your cat or whatnot feel like it's full, but really you just feeding, you know what I'm saying, you feeding your dog a bunch of bullshit to make your dog feel like they full. And that's why if you feed your pets fucking cheap ass dog food, they be shitting all the time. The better the dog food, the smaller the stool is. The smaller your shit is. If you feed your dog a whole bunch of bullshit, they gonna make these big ass, soft ass balls of shit all around your yard or whatever your dog shit at. So, damn. Drinking. I'm on this motherfucker. So, like, basically, I worked at Nestle Purina Pet Care Company too, and that's how I learned this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, the quality of materials that you feed your dog. And I'm gonna come back to the vegetarian shit too. Excuse me. So the quality of materials that you feed your dog, you know what I'm saying, kind of affects how much they shit, how soft they shit is, what they shit smell like, and all that, yada, 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 yada. So, from learning this, I had to realize that it's the same thing with humans. The more bullshit we put in our body, like this shit, this manufactured shit I'm eating right now, man, this in the grand scheme of things, like, man, this shit ain't really healthy for me. So, the more BS you eat, the more, you know what I'm saying, you shit it out, because what your body does is it absorbs all the nutrients of whatever you eat, and whatever bullshit is, it just flush that shit out. So if you eat stuff with more nutrients, you know what I'm saying, your body use up more of it, you shit less, you know what I'm saying, just to put that shit in layman terms. So you gotta watch what you put in your body. You can eat all day and not be full, but if it ain't got no nutrients in there, basically you ain't doing nothing but tricking your stomach, because your body still ain't getting all the vitamins and shit that it needs. Let me see what this shit say. Man, yeah, I'm gonna check that out. So, yeah, so I watched What the Health, and they was like showing all the chickens and shit and what they was doing to the meat and what actually happened to our meat and stuff like that. And they was talking about, like, man, like some of these animals be having cancer and stuff and all type of diseases, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they don't be knowing none of that shit. Like, you could be walking around right now with AIDS, you know what I'm saying? Just take an example. You walk around right now with AIDS, and you don't know you got it until you got sick, until you get sick. So let's say you got like a chicken with AIDS, not knowing, you know what I'm saying, if chickens can get AIDS, but we just using this as a bullshit example. So it's a chicken with AIDS that's in the whole coop. They done took this motherfucking chicken to the chopping block, chopped this chicken up before they even realized the chicken had AIDS. They not running no tests, you know what I'm saying, on none of these chickens to see what's going on with them. They got AIDS, cancer, you know what I'm saying. They don't know if they got thyroid issues or nothing like that. They don't really know anything that's visual. They might throw it away, but real talk, if you look at the USDA specifications, man, like in one truckload of meat, they got a certain number of rats they can have. They got a certain number of fucking squirrels they can have. A certain number of roaches they can have. A certain number of spider legs they can have in your meat. And it's completely legal. Like, man, like, you got a big old, like, you got a ton of ground beef, you know what I'm saying? And it's like 5 roaches, 2 rats, and 8 squirrels in that mud. They like, oh, that shit passed. That shit cool. That's below the limit. Which is crazy because you be eating this shit and don't even know. So, man, I've been losing my train of thought so much. This is much harder trying to do this in my head and not physically talk to somebody. But yeah, so let's say you got chicken and got AIDS, you know what I'm saying, HIV, and this is not about, you know what I'm saying, shaming anybody who got any type of issue like that. It's just the whole concept of the thing. So they chop this chicken up. Chicken got all these diseases, you know what I'm saying, real talk. They ain't tested these chickens. These chickens don't go through physicals like real niggas go through, you know what I'm saying? And then they chop this chicken up. It look regular because they only going off what it look like. They package this chicken. They give this chicken to your ass. And now you eating a chicken that got AIDS in it. Not saying that you can, you know what I'm saying, contract AIDS from that. But it's a lot of diseases that you can contract that way. So just think about how they check these chickens. These chickens are all cooped up, fat, unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? They can have all type of issues, and they chopping these chickens up, and then they giving them to you. So basically, you could be eating a chicken who had AIDS, or a chicken who got cancer, or a chicken that got blah blah blah. Like these chickens, you know what I'm saying? Like they not living on no motherfucking resort. These chickens is cooped up together, smashed up, only for fattening, so y'all niggas can eat. And they getting all type of bullshit steroids to make these motherfuckers thick as a bitch. They getting, like, chicks be going to motherfucking DR and getting butt lifts and motherfucking breast augmentations and shit. Man, they hitting these chickens up like that and y'all eating that shit. Who's that? What's good? Right. Physicals like real niggas, dog. Cause a regular nigga, dog, a motherfucking regular nigga, man, get some shit and be like, you know what, I'm sick, but I don't want to go to the doctor. I'm scared as fuck. Man, you know what I'm saying? No, I can't say that's some young nigga shit. Nigga be like, man, I'll sleep it off. Don't even know what the fuck going on. So these chickens be having all this bullshit. You don't even think about this shit. You just like a nigga wants some chicken. But, man, they ain't cooped up, unsanitary, conditions and everything. And then you putting that shit in your mouth. As they done fucked up the chicken, put all this shit in there, you know what I'm saying? You gonna eat this shit. And then chicken ain't super healthy. So not only you gonna eat this shit, but you gonna flush this shit through your motherfucking body. Your body really ain't gonna get too much nutrients from it, and you gonna shit it out. Like, is it all worth it, my nigga, just for a flavor? I eat chicken flavored shit all the time. I eat chicken flavored top ramen. Motherfucking, man, I know damn well, man, them motherfucking ramen noodles ain't got no motherfucking real meat, none of that shit. If I want to eat chicken, I fucking, you know what I'm saying, I take whatever vegetable of choice and I would season it just like chicken, and that shit tastes like chicken. Because when in real talk, when it come down to it, y'all niggas ain't really eating chicken for the flavor of chicken. I mean, like, who really like the flavor of chicken? Like, let's just be A1. When you eat fried chicken, the first thing you do is you take out the skin, and you fucking up the skin. The skin is the shit that got all the flavor on there. So, for real, if you can make something taste like the skin, it don't even matter what the fuck the meat tastes like. The meat is just filler. You may like that shit because of the consistency of it, man, but, yeah, anyway. So, and back to that, I'm going off subject again, but if anybody ever worked inside a home health care place or anything like that, who was that? Wow. A home health care place, they be having them old people in there, they be shacked up and shit, gang of old people up in the nursing home and shit. And real talk, hey, and I ain't worked in a nursing home, but I done seen this shit and know people who do that shit. Hey, but them old people be nasty as fuck. Like, they be getting it in, and the type of healthcare and the type of facilities, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the amenities that they offer. Like, it be a lot of people who work in healthcare who don't even care about, you know what I'm saying, old people. So basically, they be housing people like a hotel. But like, man, these old people be in there getting inadequate care. They just being babysat, sadly, you know what I'm saying. Please don't put me in a nursing home. I be telling my daughter this shit all the time, like, fuck that shit, man. Let me die at home. If I gotta die at home by myself, I'd rather do that than being a motherfucking nursing home. But that being this mug getting inadequate care, you know what I'm saying? Because they're only treating you for the major stuff to keep your ass alive. They only want to keep your ass alive so they can make more money off of you. But all that minor shit, they don't give a fuck about that shit. So you walking around with all type of shit. These motherfuckers, they old as fuck. They in this nursing home. Like, you think they not fucking? So these old people in there fucking each other. They ain't got no condoms, none of that shit, because they too old to go to the gas station, you know what I'm saying, to buy condoms. And I doubt they're using their check, you know what I'm saying, to motherfucking go on Amazon and buy condoms. Even though your HSA, you know what I'm saying, allow for that shit. If anybody, you know what I'm saying, any young niggas on this motherfucker got a job with an HSA, you can buy condoms off your HSA. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. It's a lot cheaper to buy condoms and take care of a child. I tell you that firsthand, on God. But, so there's old people be in here fucking and shit. Then you got nasty niggas who work there, you know what I'm saying, who like, you think these old women who work in a nursing home, they see a male nurse, they not like, motherfucking, you know what, I slide you $200 for some dick. So then you got some nasty outside nigga who broke as fuck, who gonna fuck an old lady for some $200. You know what I'm saying? Like, what this nigga said? How many niggas bought condoms from the dollar store? Hey, I ain't never bought condoms from the dollar store, but when Alexandria was born, that motherfucking pregnancy test came from the dollar store, and that motherfucker was right. I never spent over $1 for a pregnancy test. Lord willing, I never have to buy one of them motherfuckers again, man. That shit's the truth. But okay, so yeah, so man, you know what I'm saying? You got some dirty niggas who fucking these old ladies for this cash. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, these old people fucking each other in there. They ain't using no condoms and no shit like that. You think STDs and shit like that don't be in nursing homes and shit? Them motherfuckers, yes, I am. Cause I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm eating, man. This is my first meal of the day, man. This is a bad combination. But oh well, fuck it, we riding with it. So, yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? These old people be passing all this shit around in the nursing home and shit. And ah, shit. The fuck, I gotta get up again. Fact though, man, real talk. These old people be these nursing homes passing all these motherfucking STDs around because you think, man, niggas old that they not fucking no more. Yeah, they be in that motherfucker getting it in. Nasty old shit. Dry ass pussy and shriveled up dicks and motherfucking wrinkled ass skin. They gonna get it. Man, shit. I be so unattracted to motherfuckers, I really wanna fuck now. I don't understand how old people be getting down the way they be getting down, but I guess they be like, shit, I ain't got that much time on earth left anyway. Might as well get it in. So, okay, so this is what the whole nursing home thing was about. You got all these old people in here with inadequate care. They bundled up in one place. They fucking each other. You know what I'm saying? They getting all type of diseases and shit from each other, which they not really getting treated for good either. And we're going to compare this to chickens. That type of environment is the same shit that chickens, motherfucking, I was going to say hamburgers, I mean cows. All them motherfuckers be, you know what I'm saying, be living in. Except the difference is, when them old people die, they put them old people in the ground. You know what they do to motherfucking food? They package that shit up and give it to us. So basically, you know what I'm saying, you fucking eating this meat that in, you know, live this whole nasty ass life. Like, hey, what if you had like a Thot chicken, dog? You know what I'm saying? Like, you fucking ate a chicken that was like fucking every other chicken inside the thing. Like, man, like, would you want to eat a Thot chicken? Like, you don't know the life behaviors of your motherfucking food that you eat. Man, this motherfucking food could be getting down in real life, you know what I'm saying, when they was living, trying to be great. And they more animalistic, so that shit natural for them. Man, like, motherfuckers, you could be eating a motherfucking Thot ass chicken. Thot chicken. I'm gonna market that shit somehow. You wanna put Thot chicken inside your body? Shit, you don't want to even stick your dick in some Thot pussy, let alone your tongue in some Thot pussy, but you want to put some Thot chicken in your body. That shit's hilarious. All type of diseases, you don't know what the fuck is on that shit, but you putting it inside you. Inside you. That shit's crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? It was describing all the stuff these animals go through and whatnot, man. And that shit's crazy. So, long story short about that, I was like, man, I watched this Willie D thing. Willie D got a show or a little like news skit show that he be having on YouTube. But he had this thing about Walmart chicken. And they were showing like Walmart chicken that had like cancer and abscesses and stuff, and people bringing back Walmart chicken and people opening it up, man, and it was like the sour hour, dog, and stuff like that, and it was just like all that stuff really turned me off to eat meat. So I just went on this mission where I was like, man, I'm finna stop eating meat. Of course, I'm finna eat everything that's left in my refrigerator because a nigga ain't finna waste no food. So, I just ate all the food that I had in my all the meat that I had in my refrigerator. Pause. And was like I'm gonna eat chicken like once a month because I love chicken, and once a month never came. In the last 4 years, I probably ate meat twice, and that was seafood. So that's how I became a vegetarian. And I doubt the person who even asked me is still on here because I've been so long-winded with that shit. So long-winded. Let me see who on this mug right now. Shit. I don't even know how to work this mug. I definitely ain't doing this on my phone. When I do it for real. Yeah, I'm gonna do this on my camera because I want to do this on YouTube. I definitely want to do this on YouTube, but the pre-record, so all this little extra shit that I'm doing right now, it ain't gonna be on here. But yeah, that's about it. What y'all doing though? What are y'all on? Somebody talk to me. The older you get, the less attractive you come. The less attractive stuff come to you. Less attract. The older you get, the less attractive things are to you. And why I'm randomly saying this is because I think I reached the point in life where a lot of stuff ain't attractive to me. And that just make you think like, so why do people become attractive to shit? And if you think about it, one of the things that why people be attractive to shit is because it be the unknown. Like you could be so attractive to a woman, for example, but then once you know who she is, and you know the problems that come along with her, or just the incompatibility, it ain't even gotta be so much problems. It's like, man, like you don't even want that no more. Or you may want, you know what I'm saying, like as a young nigga, you might buy a bucket. You know what I'm saying, like a nigga buy old school colors or some shit like that, and then the motor go out. You know what I'm saying, like in like 2 weeks, and you like wanted this colors. You know what I'm saying, your whole life. Growing up, that was what it was to you. Then you get it, and you realize this mother's a bucket, and then you don't want it no more. And then you start thinking like, well, you know what, man?